EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 24 carries, 89 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Off of play action, Darnold. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep going. We're doing pretty well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. That his 1st incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Catch is made by Hardman. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown, Giants! Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A handoff to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action with Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Giants add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And running room room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Darnold on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage of the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years.
Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold down to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Nicole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Darnold completes it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward and had about a couple of leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The New York set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On first down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Blake has it over the middle. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit
under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down and goal. Wilson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers about ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Again, Darnold. 10 more there and another 1st down. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 30.
Keep going. Keep running, man.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's got Landry, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and a yard. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick.
That's right, baby. It's all
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.